YouTube family, Maverick in the house again. Guess what? Alright, we have something to clarify. Very important, something vital for us to clarify. You don't know. As only the Maverick can, we are going to clarify that emphatically. For those who want to learn, yeah? For those who open to knowledge and expanding them horizons. Alright, you know, say Lionel Messi just win in first World Cup. 5 attempts, just win him first World Cup. Generational talent, one of the greatest players to have ever played the game. But Messi finally do what he had to do. Carried Argentina emphatically. Dominant, impressive performance for lead Argentina to the world title. Somewhere we think overdue. Something where Messi have within him realm for do long time. But better late than never. But him do it. I know that ignite a whole cycle now of extreme extreme celebrations by the Messi fan base, you know, because Messi fan base are normal, you know. Him have a set of them when we call fanatics, you know. Not just fans, you know, they are fanatics. But you know the narrative already. Now that Messi win the World Cup, he is now, the argument done, Messi is the GOAT. And them have a thing in Jamaica when them say God now sleep. Right at the midst of the euphoria of the celebration of Messi winning the World Cup. You know, say King Pele himself, he's been ailing for a while. And like God realized what I'm going and say, hold on, these Messi people are going too much, you know. And him just decide to say, yo, Pele, come now. Because he has suffered too long. Pele drop out in the midst of the euphoria. And I remember when the thing happened, we come out from my radio program and I said to them, I said to the listeners the morning, I said, watch out. You know, so one of the good things we are going to come out of Pele passing at this point is that in the midst of the debate here, information will be forthcoming as to the prowess, the achievements, and the qualities of Pele. And a lot of people spouting garbage about this comparison. They don't really know about Pele. Some of them admit, you know, say they don't know about Pele, you know. As Messi winning World Cup, so Pele drop out. So you know the discussions intensify as to who the greatest player of all time is. Of course, Maradona, they're the two, you know. Maradona, the other man sitting at the table, you know. And them three men, they really sit down at the table. Right, when everything simmer down and shake down. And them three men, they're at the table. But because Messi did such a wonderful job of leading Argentina to the World Cup, I think some of us, myself included, we can understand if people now elevate him now above Maradona, because that was basically what Maradona had over Messi, you know. That sparkling 1986 triumph where Maradona put Argentina upon his shoulder and win the World Cup, basically give them. Alright. So the thing come back now around Pele and Messi. And one of the myths that have been perpetuated by the Messi fan club, you know, is that they say it so often that them think people hear it often enough, them are going to believe it. Say Messi is the greatest goal scorer in the history of the game. Nothing is further from the truth. And I'm going to present the data to prove it. Alright, first of all, make we just balance it and simmer it down. We are going Messi goal scoring versus Ronaldo goal scoring versus Pele goal scoring. Now we have to say Ronaldo, we talk Cristiano Ronaldo. Because by far, these two modern greats and two of the greatest goal scorers who have ever played the game. So we're going to compare the Messi figures, the Ronaldo figures with the Pele figures. And prove to you, say Pele was by far a better goal scorer than both Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. Are you ready for the ride? Alright, make we go Ronaldo goal scoring first. You know, so Ronaldo in terms of numbers, so Ronaldo is the world's leading goal scorer. Alright, but that is not what this is about. Because it's not the amount of goals now will determine how good you are as a striker, you know. It's the goal per game ratio. That means it's like your average in a cricket. This is the number that tells us how often you are likely to score a goal compared to other players. Per game, that is, you know. Alright. So listen to the goal returns now. We're going to Ronaldo first. Ronaldo has 819 goals in 1,145 games. That is a goal per game ratio of 0.71 goals per game. That's a Cristiano Ronaldo, you know, one of the greatest goal scorers of the modern era. Ronaldo has 118 in 196 international games. This is for Portugal at 0.60 goals per game. Remember the numbers here, no? 0.71 film career and 0.60 international career. Make we go Messi now. Yeah, because this thing is normal, you know. Let's go around a Messi now. Alright, so Messi now has 793 goals in 1,003 games. 793 in 1,003 games. 0.79 goals per game. Corona International Football now, Messi has 98 goals in 172 games for Argentina. 0.56 goals per game. Are you ready for Pele now? Take a drink and have some refreshments and prepare yourself for Pele. Alright, now first of all, there's a preliminary number for Pele, you see. Well, it is reported in some circles that Pele has scored 1,279 goals in 1,363 games. Overall, inclusive of club and country. Right? At 0.94 goals per game. That is close to 1 goal every game, you know. But these numbers have been contested. Yes, so guess what me do? And guess what FIFA do? We decide to say, alright. Them say some of them goals where Pele score against some farmer and some carpenter and some mason. Right? In some exhibition games, low level, not competitive games. So we are going to rule out a portion of these goals and a portion of these games. Alright, so what we do? We go to know the official games. These are the games when play most of them games at Santos, because one major club Pele play for them career, except in the twilight when they go to New York Cosmos and play so. But we are counting goals and when scoring a hardline competitive football now. 767 goals in 831 games. 0.93 goals per game. Remember, say Messi them runner, Messi and Ronaldo them runner what? A 0.7 and 0.6, you understand? A 0.5 at international career for Messi, you know. See, so Pele has 767 goals in 831 games. 0.93 goals per game. International football, 77 goals in 92 games in Brazil. It's a big bad Brazil, you know. Yeah? So you can't say it's farmer can't tell me that play against because international football is now World Cup and all these things where you see him win 3 times. Pele has 77 goals in 92, 0.83 goals per game. So Pele has a far superior goal per game ratio than Messi and Ronaldo in both club and international football. Messi have a 0.56 goal per game ratio in international football. You know. Pele has a 0.83. Pele has 0.93 goals per game in a club career. Minus the game them when play, the exhibition game them, you know. So these are official games now, you know. See? So yes, it says sharp to chase. Talk to me. Do you now see people that is at least one myth that Messi is this superior, Messi and Ronaldo are these superior goal scorers to King Pele? They are not. They are not. See? By the way, there is a list of, I think, top 10 goal scorers in the history of the game by goal per game ratio, you know. The most modern players Messi on the list, me find the list. The most modern player on the list is Gerd Muller, Eusebio, and Pele. No Messi, no Ronaldo on the list. Yeah, but most of those players are some players who play from probably before Christ. Who of them are black and white, and you can't hardly make out the picture of them. So we don't know how credible them data be and what kind of conditions they used to play. But the most modern players, Pele, I think, is number 8 on that list. With goal per game ratio, you know. See, no Messi, no Ronaldo on that list. So people, and you understand, well, I trust the people are honest enough to understand that goal per game ratio is a true reflection of your quality, especially when you have a certain kind of body of work than any aggregate amount of goal you score. Because Cristiano Ronaldo score more goal than everybody else. But his efficiency, the goal per game ratio speaks to your efficiency as a striker. You know? So Pele is by far the most efficient striker, the more efficient striker when it comes to Messi. And of course, Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, so when you track alone and balance out everything now, Pele win more World Cup than them. Him score goals at a higher efficiency rate. than them at club football. Higher efficiency rate at international football. And on them one size up them little man with Pele. When the rules were different in them time, when Pele that get kicked down left, right, and center. Now was a man, those are who? Ronaldo, penalty. Who? Messi, penalty. And then kick it down net and beat up them chest like my world baller. King! One king! Make me hear the rebuttal. Make me hear the rebuttal. Messi nation. Me know what I'm coming up. Yeah, them going to tell you say I still farm and score against. I don't know what tell you. The numbers don't lie. Alright? Tell me what you think about what me think. Well, I know what me think. Tell me what you think about what the data say about Pele compared to Messi and Ronaldo. Be careful of misinformation and lies and trickery and scamming and chopping when it comes to this debate and this discussion between Messi and Pele. Boom bang. Boom bang.